The divisional round of the baseball playoffs continues this year on ABC Family. Glad you could be with us. Chris Berman, Rick Sutcliffe, here in the home of the champs, the Arizona Diamondbacks, and nobody a bigger champ than this guy on the mound, Curt Schilling. 23 wins this season. Co-MVP of the postseason in the World Series last year with Randy Johnson. Pitching twice in that series on 3 days rest to go 1-4-7. The first guy to do that in the World Series since another guy who was outstanding in postseason, Jack Morris. He did that, of course, for the 91 Twins in that stellar 7-game series. So 1-4-7, I mean, that's old-time baseball. You just don't see it anymore. Schilling did that. Now he pitches against Chuck Finley, whose at-bats have been minimal throughout his career. Only a little interleague until this year. I mean, it just has not had the opportunity to swing the bat in a big strike zone, and you wouldn't be surprised that here's 0-2. Didn't get him to bite.
I'll tell you what, though, I got to go back to Curt Schilling pitching games 1, 4, and 7 on less than normal rest. There are a lot of guys in the last 20 years that have tried that. Big name guys with not near the success he had.
Finley waves at that, and he's gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Ks thus far for Schilling, who was right behind Randy Johnson in the strikeout race, of course. And I mean, look at that. 6 starts, of course, 4 and 7. He did not get a decision. Game 1 and 5 against St. Louis. Game 3 against Atlanta. All complete game victories, we should point out. And then game 1, where they had the lead and took them out in a big lead after 7 innings and against the Yankees. And then game 4, Bob Brunley's second guess by a lot of folks. He thought it was the right move. Some of the rest of us thought it was the right move. Schilling pitched tremendous. He also pitched that 7th game until Soriano hit the home runs. I mean, the ERA just over 1 in 6 postseason outings. Unreal. We may not see many come close to that. I don't care how many years we play. Fernando Vina hitting this well to center. Steve Finley has to go back a lot longer than he had planned, right at the edge of the track, and he makes the catch for 2 outs.
What, he makes things happen, doesn't he? Not really your conventional type leadoff hitter that works the count, that draws a lot of base on balls, but he just finds a way to make things happen. And there were a lot of the Cardinal players that were predicting before this series started that Fernando Vina would have a big one.
J.D. Drew struck out in the first inning, but fouling many a pitch back. That was a good at bat. Schilling get the better of it.
Look at the adjustment he's made, though. 2 off-speed pitches to both the first 2 hitters the second time around. Curt Schilling is not only talented, but he's smarter than most pitchers on the mound. He sees what you're trying to do, and even though his game plan was to throw a first pitch fastball for a strike, he said, you know, if you're going to swing at it, I can do something else. Take a look at the last pitch he threw to Chuck Finley, and this, watch the glove and the movement on that glove. See how it kind of just opens up a little bit? That's normally what happens when a pitcher goes in to get a split-fingered fastball. Your fingers go around the sides of the baseball, and the glove will occasionally open up. There's the splitter right there. You take a look at it. I mean, if this is what happens in the glove. All right, you get your fingers around it, and to do that, you have to kind of fan the glove. Well, when you go to the fastball, the glove can collapse, and that's what we saw Curt Schilling do in the last couple of weeks of the season. Some of the hitters were able to pick that up. It looks like he's trying to fix that now. See how the glove's open? Look at very little movement in that glove.
Foul ball by J.D. Drew, one-time bonus baby who would not sign, therefore didn't get any bonus from the Philadelphia Phillies.
How about the poor Phillies, man? You look at J.D. Drew and you look at Scott Rowland
and Curt Schilling.
Those are Philly guys.
Yeah, they are.
No wonder they struggled this year.
Drew the other way. Mark Little going back. It's back, and it's gone. J.D. Drew, for the second time in 8 days, has hit a homer off Curt Schilling. For the second time in postseason, has hit a homer off Curt Schilling. And it's 1-0 Cardinals.
Boomer, he's been banged up all year long, but when he's healthy, he is that type of player. Last Tuesday in a big game, he hit a home run off Matt Manti. Take a look at this pitch. I mean, that is paint on the outside corner, down and away. You're supposed to be okay. Take a look at the glove movement there. See how it fans open a little bit. All right, that means that he's got that fixed. J.D. Drew did not know what was coming there. He had no idea. He is just that talented. It was in Game 5, the only run Curt Schilling allowed in that series last year against the Cardinals. It was by a home run from J.D. Drew.
I mean, you know, J.D. Drew's a nice hitter, but we're not talking about Barry Bonds here. For him to have the success against a pitcher who has pitched the last 2 years, and really his career, but the last 2 years, like Curt Schilling, is an eye-opener. I mean, there's nothing.
It certainly is a crowd quieter.
Yeah. I mean, 2 years here. It's not like, okay, I had a good at bat in a couple of games against him. It's a pretty tough guy to own. I mean,
I don't care who you are. This lineup of St. Louis is going to score runs. They are that good. The scary part for Bob Brenly's team is the fact that he doesn't know if his team can score runs. Regardless of who's on the mound, Matt Morris could have thrown 20 innings in Game 1. They weren't going to score again. He was that locked in, and offensively right now, it's clear Arizona's just not at full strength.
Two pitch to Jim Edmonds. Coming in and left is Little, and he makes the catch. But J.D. Drew has broken open the deadlock. His homer makes it 1-0 Cards.